Spiritual Armament Conversations with God. Episode title: When Your Service is Seen by God, Even When It Is Ignored by People. Introduction: When the applause never comes. There are seasons when you give your best, serve with integrity, and pour out everything you have, and still walk away unnoticed. No thank you, no appreciation, no acknowledgement. Sometimes you even walk away misunderstood or mischaracterized. And yet, God sees. This episode is for the ones who have served faithfully in places where their excellence was taken for granted, their motives were questioned, or their sacrifices were invisible. If that's you, you're not alone, and you're not forgotten. Now let's explore when God uses a dream to reveal what your heart already knows. Sometimes God speaks through dreams not to confuse us, but to confirm what our spirit already knows. Every now and then, God will use a dream to shine a light on something we've been carrying quietly. The details may be symbolic. The setting may feel familiar, yet strangely rearranged. And the people in the dream may represent roles rather than individuals. But the message is unmistakable. Your spirit is processing a season that is shifting. Maybe in the dream you were working, cleaning, organizing, or simply doing what you've always done, serving. Maybe you saw others stepping into roles you once carried, making decisions without you, or handling responsibilities you used to oversee. Maybe you watched someone adjust something once protected, or you noticed activity happening without your involvement or awareness. The dream doesn't come to accuse or alarm. It comes to reveal. It shows you are present, but no longer responsible. You are aware, but no longer assigned. You are connected, but no longer called to carry that weight. Dreams like this are God's gentle way of saying, you've been faithful. Now your season is changing. Now let's examine the weight of unrecognized service. Some of the deepest wounds don't come from enemies. They come from the places we served best. Many people know what it feels like to serve faithfully and still be overlooked, to give your best and receive silence, to carry responsibility without authority, to be blamed for problems you didn't create, to be replaced by someone less capable but more celebrated. This is the part people don't understand. Faithfulness doesn't always feel good. Sometimes it feels lonely. Sometimes it feels thankless. Sometimes it feels like your name is only called when something goes wrong. But Scripture speaks directly to this. For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which he has showed toward his name. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 10, King James Version. People may forget, leadership may overlook, family may misjudge, but God never misses a moment of your service. Now let's look at when God releases you from an old assignment. Sometimes the hardest part of growth is realizing you've outgrown the room you once fit in. There comes a moment when God begins to shift your assignment. You may still feel connected to the place, but the grace to carry the responsibility is no longer there. You may still care, but you no longer feel called. You may still see what needs to be fixed, but you no longer feel the burden to fix it. This is not rebellion. This is not abandonment. This is not failure. This is release. God is saying, you have been faithful in another man's field. Now I'm preparing your own. Now let's examine the pain of mischaracterization. Being misunderstood is painful, but being misrepresented is deeper. Many faithful servants know what it feels like to be misread, to be labeled harsh when you were simply protecting excellence, to be accused when you were the one holding things together, to be criticized for caring too much, to be judged for motives you never had. Even Jesus experienced this. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. John chapter 1, verse 11, King James Version. Being misunderstood doesn't mean you were wrong. It means you were human. And it means you were faithful in a place that didn't always understand your heart. Now let's examine when God's eye is on the quiet servant. Heaven keeps record even when earth is silent. Your service was never wasted. Your sacrifices were never unnoticed. Your integrity was never ignored. God saw every late night, every early morning, every moment you served without applause, every time you chose respect over reaction, every time you carried responsibility quietly, every time you honored God even when people didn't honor you. This is why Scripture says, and the Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Matthew chapter 6, verse 4, King James Version. Your open reward is coming, not from people, not from leadership, not from family, but from God himself. Now, let's explore the solutions, how to walk in this new season. Release is not rebellion, it's obedience. The first solution, accept the divine release. You're not abandoning your post. You are stepping out of a season God has already closed. Solution 2, stop carrying responsibility for what you no longer oversee. Let others handle the consequences of their choices. You are free. Solution number 3, honor your past without being chained to it. Your service was real. Your impact was real. Your growth is real. Solution 4, embrace the new assignments God is forming. Your creativity, your spiritual depth, your voice. These are not accidents. They are preparation. And the final solution, number 5, let God heal the wound of being unseen. You were never invisible to him. Now, let's conclude this episode. You were never forgotten. Your dream wasn't about the details. It wasn't about the building. It wasn't about the people. It wasn't about the equipment. It was about closure. God is releasing you from a place that could not see you, so he can position you in a place that will value what you carry. Your service was never wasted. Your faithfulness was never unnoticed. Your heart was never hidden from God. Some of the greatest service are the least celebrated. Some of the most faithful are the most overlooked. But God sees what others ignore. Your dream revealed that your season is shifting, not because you failed, but because you outgrew the assignment. Release the old. Walk into the new. Your reward is coming from God, not people. If this message spoke to you, go ahead and like it. Share it with someone who needs this reminder. And subscribe so you don't miss the next conversation. We're growing together, and I'm grateful you're here.